Alrighty, guys. Well, it's just been kind of a fuck around day today. Same as kind of yesterday. That's what happens when you're on the road for part of the day. And then today, it wasn't even that we were on the road for that much. It just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And remember the other day I said I was picking something up at Princess's Autos? Well, there it is. Red Rock 27-ton log splitter. We got her all assembled up here. It's ready to rock and roll. Except for one small problem. On the website, it says it comes with all engine oil and hydraulic oil. Yeah, it doesn't come with all the hydraulic oil. It's shy on hydraulic oil. You throw the dipstick into the fucking tank here, because when they ship it, they just put a plug on. And now I got the dipstick plug. And I put the dipstick down. It barely touches the bottom of the fucking dipstick. It's got to get filled up to about, right around there. We're probably somewhere in the line of about, I don't know. I'm going to say darn close to about 4 gallons, maybe 5 gallons shy of it being filled up. And it says not to use trans hydraulic. It says to use 32 weight straight hydraulic. Anyways, but this is her. It's got some scratches from shipping on it, but whatever. I have not tried starting it yet. She's a 212cc easy start. Don't know, haven't tried it yet, right? It's got the switch right there. And then rope pull. So if it's anything like my buddies, she should work like a hot damn. Actually, my buddy's is 22 or 24 ton, and it split the logs that we had to split, no problem. The only thing that I didn't like about it, it comes with a ball hitch, which I took off, because my plan is to pull this thing either with truck, tractor, or side by side. So that's the hitch it came with, which takes a 2-inch ball. It's a cheesy light duty hitch, but whatever, it would work. Most guys would be pulling it with a small tractor, small quad, and they have a ball on their unit, right? Well, in our case, because most of the stuff we're going to be pulling with our side-by-side would require a clevis style hitch. So I made one right there. So we'll just bolt this sucker in. And why is it orange? Because I didn't got no black paint and I didn't feel like painting it blue. And if you're using it in the field, and I don't got red, but if we're using it out in the field, cutting, splitting wood, blah, 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 and we're not hooked up to it, orange will stick out better, right? So you should see it so you don't smack your freaking kneecap in it or your shins in it. So it's been primed. It's got its first coat of orange paint. I'll leave that sit overnight to dry. And this weekend I'm going to be going to the city, I believe, from what CP tells me. This unit will stand straight up. And so pull this pin. I don't know if I'll be able to do this with one hand, guys. But pull the pin and there we go. There. So if your logs are that goddamn big that you can't lift them, you can just get them over to the log splitter and it'll work this way too. Which I guess, hey, what's wrong with that, right? Anyways, there you go. I got lots for you guys here now. A little bit of trucking, a little bit of roofing, little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you got to see a new toy at the BCP Farm and Truck and Ranch headquarters. We'll talk to you all later. Have a good one. Give us the thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go enjoy some smoked pork bellies. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, how the hell you doing today? I've been screwing with this thing all day. Sorry for the cloudy. See if this helps. Maybe a little bit. Anyway, some of you that's been following along the videos for the last while would remember last fall I was, doing some discing down, and we lost the nut and spacer and the blade, or this big washer, I guess. The blade and that spacer in there. The gang slid back, so I went hunting for the blade and whatnot, but I never could find it, and then I just said to hell with it. We shut it down for the winter. That was in like November-ish. So anyway, I got some new parts, as you can see. We got it all put together. This morning I actually had to remove the whole gang right off of the machine. Sorry I didn't bring you guys along to show you how we do that, but in this situation, basically, because this is it's got a rock cushion system on it, they call it. So if you hit a big rock, this is supposed to cushion that much spacing anyways, about 1.5 to 2 inches, so it'll cushion. Anywho, when I take the gangs off, it's undo those 2 bolts there at each bearing spot. So 6 bolts, drop the gang down. To move it around, I just used the bobby cap, and then I got it in the shop, put her all back together, brought it back out here. It's a bit of a fight, I'll admit, no matter how you do it, but we got it, right? We went through it. It's fully greased and ready for action. We had 3 other gangs that were loose. Got them all tightened up to the point of no return, so to speak. And right now we should be good to rock and roll, outside of getting her up closer to the shop so I can get air in the tires. You can see this tire is a little bit squishy. The one on the far side's a little low. So yeah, that's all that's really left. So, and then I guess if I really want to replace this friggin' hose, this bugger should theoretically replace them both, because this one's leaking. This one's not far from it, I'd say. These 2 hoses go to here, and that activates our wing on each side, our lift and lower. These other 2 hoses is for our up and down, and I'm not sure if this one's leaking a little tiny bit, probably from right here by the looks of it. It'd be best if I never had a joiner in here like this. So, but I'm thinking I'm going to replace for sure the one hose, because we don't need him spewing oil everywhere. Not that it's the end of the world, because hey, it's just for the wing. You lift it up, you let it down, and most of the time it's down, right? But that is a white 271. This particular machine is 23 feet. This is not a braking disc. It is a tillage tool disc. So I have used it to rip up some ground, but it takes a lot to get her done. 21-inch notched in the front. I just put them all on last year, if I remember. Last spring, we put all brand new blades in it. Or was it the spring of 21? I don't know, I can't remember. One or the other. They haven't got many acres on the blades. Like on these blades, they've got approximately 300, maybe 400 acres on the front blades. So the back blades were on it when we bought it. It's smooth in the back. This outside blade, because we lost the one notch blade, and I'm sure I'll find it when I hit the fields yet this year. But I decided to go with a smaller blade on the outside edge here. Anyway, that's the scoop. She's ready to go outside of putting some air in the tires, and it's ready to rock and roll. So, yep, white 271, and I believe it was built, this particular machine was built in 1980 or 1981, something like that. So it's approximately what? 40 years? Approximately. She's approximately 40-year-old machine. But so far, it has served us well. Anyway, that's that one. We've got a lot of equipment to fucking get over and get serviced up before we actually hit the fields. Our hoe drill way back there on the other side of that bale, we got to get him pulled up at some point this month before we start seeding, obviously, because he's got a bearing shot in the back gang, in the Packer gang. The sprayer shouldn't really need anything done to him other than put the pump in it, put all the nozzles in it. All of that stuff is stored inside the house in the one storage room in the basement. So yeah, coming along, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And well, you guys already saw that we got a log splitter, and I'd like to pull him out of the shop and give him a test. We've got a bunch of logs chopped up over there. I'd like to try and split those logs up, just see how it works. But anywho, grab my hammer and my can of WD-40, put that away, and we'll see what happens after that. Catch you all later. Well, good morning, everybody. How's it all going today? It is May the 6th, I believe. Saturday, May 6th. See that right on the tip of my finger, that gray spot? Dead coyote. And then right there. Right there. Dead deer carcass. And way out there, cows. But those aren't our cows, because that's not our land on the other side of the fence. That's the neighbor's land. And so it begins. We need to get this fence fixed, because the neighbor doesn't do any fence fixing. Otherwise, they're going to be on our place, just like they were last year. Just got done doing a bunch of feeding here. Our cows are at least 2 weeks before they see grass. Generally, it's long weekend of May, so we got to get this electric wire all stretched out and hooked up and running again, because otherwise those suckers will be coming through the fence like crazy. CP is out here hard at her. I was feeding, so now I'm done feeding. I can give her a hand, and it's windy as hell today, so don't think I'm going to be doing too much videoing in this wind. So we'll let you go, and we'll bring you guys back a little bit later. Okay guys, well, CP and I ended up running into the city. I don't remember if I said we were gonna go in and we had to pick up some corn for pig feed. I'm not putting any pig grower in it at this now for this last batch. This is gonna be a full load and we'll be able to share it with pigs and cows. So we got peas in here, basically up to this level right here, just shy of a third of a tank. And we're gonna put 10 bags of corn in here and we'll top it off with oats. So the auger's set up there now, and I'm not sure why she was putting my truck there because that's not where I want it. Anywho, I'll once I get all set up, I'll bring you guys back. We'll talk to you later. Well, we got our bale and a half of second cut alfalfa in there. We got the peas in there. We got 10 bags of corn in there. And now we're doing our oats. Just with the little 6-inch, running it as slow as I can. And this seems to be working okay. On super slow mode. A 4-inch or a 5-inch auger would be best here, like a pencil auger. But this is okay like this too. It might not be as rich as what we were feeding them over the winter, but now with them being as big as they are, they'll still grow and gain on this, but it's more of a maintainer than a grower and finisher. Anyway, at least that's my theory. I don't know squat about hogs. We're learning as we go here, guys. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. We'll yammer at you later. Not leaking like a sieve up there anymore. I duct taped the hell out of it. It seems to work. Might be a little bit redneck and maybe a little bit red greenish, but hey, if it works, why the hell not, right? The piggies are full, the piggies are fed, and we're dumping the rest of the load in here. And if I want to use some of it for calves or chickens or whatever, we can. So anyway, I'll let you guys go and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Talk to you all later. There you go. New Holland 357. Fun, fun, fun. Let's get her done.